Good morning, my friends. Today I want to talk about something we all chase, something we all dream about, something that keeps us awake at night, and yet, sometimes, slips through our fingers: success in life. But let me start by saying this: success is not just a fancy car, a big house, or a title on your business card. Those things might be symbols, but they are not the essence. Success is deeply personal. It's that feeling you get when your head hits the pillow at night, and you whisper to yourself, "I did something meaningful today." Let's take a journey together. Not through definitions, not through textbook explanations, but through stories, emotions, and truths that we sometimes forget in the noise of everyday life. The illusion of success. When I was younger, I thought success was about applause. You know what I mean: grades in school, trophies on the shelf, the approval of teachers, friends, parents. I thought success meant people clapping for you. And maybe you felt that too, that if you didn't get noticed, if you didn't get rewarded, then you weren't successful. But let me ask you this: what happens when the applause stops? What happens when the lights turn off, when no one is watching? Are you still successful? I once read about a man who spent his whole life chasing money. He built companies, bought properties, owned everything money could buy. But in his old age, he said something haunting: "I had everything, but I never had peace." And that, my friends, is the illusion of success. If it doesn't bring you peace, if it doesn't bring you fulfillment, then it's just noise. The real measure of success. So what is success really? To me, success is waking up every morning with a reason to live. It's looking in the mirror and saying, "I'm becoming who I'm meant to be." Let me share a story. There was once a teacher in a small village. He never became rich. He never traveled the world. But every single day, he poured his energy into his students, teaching, guiding, inspiring. Years later, those students became doctors, engineers, leaders, mothers, fathers, people who made a difference in the world. At his retirement, hundreds of people showed up. They hugged him with tears in their eyes and said, "You changed my life." Now, you tell me, was he successful? Success isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers in the hearts of the people you've touched. The battle within. But here's the truth: before we conquer the world, we must conquer ourselves. Have you ever fought with yourself? The voice inside that says, "You can't do it. You're not good enough. Who do you think you are?" That voice is the greatest enemy of success. Not your competitors, not your circumstances, not your failures. It's that little voice of doubt. Think about it. How many dreams die, not because people couldn't achieve them, but because they never tried? How many books go unwritten? How many businesses unstarted? How many songs unsung? Just because someone listened to the voice of fear instead of the voice of courage. Success begins when you silence that voice. Not by ignoring it, but by proving it wrong. Failure, the secret ingredient. Now, let's talk about failure. Failure, the word nobody likes, but everybody needs. Let me ask you, when was the last time you failed? Did it hurt? Did it embarrass you? Did it make you want to quit? Good. That means you're alive. That means you're in the game. Thomas Edison failed more than 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Do you know what he said? "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that don't work." Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the path to success. Every scar, every setback, every rejection, it's shaping you, sharpening you, preparing you for the moment when you finally break through. So the next time you fail, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead ask, "What is this teaching me?" The power of persistence. Success is rarely about talent alone. It's about persistence, the ability to keep moving when the road is hard, when the night is dark, when nobody believes in you. Let me tell you the story of Colonel Sanders. At the age of 65, when most people are retiring, he was broke. He had one recipe for fried chicken, and he believed the world needed it. He went door to door, restaurant to restaurant, and got rejected 1,009 times before someone said yes. Today, KFC is a global brand. Why? Because one old man refused to give up. Success doesn't always come to the fastest or the smartest. It comes to the ones who refuse to quit. The gift of discipline. But persistence without discipline is like running in circles. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Waking up early, working on your goals, saying no to distractions. Do you want to know the difference between average and extraordinary people? It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It's discipline. While others are sleeping, they're working. While others are complaining, they're learning. While others are waiting, they're creating. And over time, discipline turns into freedom, the freedom to live life on your own terms. Success and relationships. But let me pause here and ask, what's the point of success if you have no one to share it with? We live in a world where people chase wealth and fame, but in the process, they neglect their families, their friendships, their communities. And then one day, they wake up successful but lonely. Real success is not just about what you achieve. It's about who walks beside you. It's about lifting others as you climb. Remember this: success without love is failure in disguise. The role of purpose. Now, here's the heart of it all: purpose. Without purpose, success is empty. With purpose, even the smallest achievements shine like gold. Think of people like Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Malala Yousafzai. They didn't chase money or fame. They chased a purpose bigger than themselves. And in doing so, the world called them successful. So I ask you, what's your purpose? Not your job, not your title, not your paycheck, your purpose. The thing that makes your heart race, your eyes light up, your soul feel alive. When you find that, success is no longer something you chase. It's something that follows you. Redefining success for yourself. Here's the beautiful thing: success has no single definition. For some, it's building an empire. For others, it's raising a family. For some, it's writing a book. For others, it's healing a wound. And that's the point: success is personal. Don't let the world define it for you. Don't let social media trick you into thinking success means luxury cars, luxury vacations, luxury everything. No, success is living a life that feels true to you. Maybe success for you is starting a small business. Maybe it's being the first in your family to graduate. Maybe it's simply waking up every day and fighting through your struggles with courage. Whatever it is, own it. Celebrate it. That's your success. Success in life is not about the trophies you display on a shelf, but about the invisible battles you fought with yourself and the quiet victories that nobody but you will ever truly understand. The road to success is often lonely, not because people don't care, but because few are willing to walk the distance with you when the nights get long, the doubts get heavy, and the results don't come fast enough. True success is not measured by the size of your paycheck, but by the size of your impact, the number of lives you touch, the smiles you create, and the hope you leave behind in places you may never even see. Sometimes success is not a loud victory with applause and celebration, but simply the courage to get out of bed on a day when your heart feels heavy and your dreams feel far away. If you want real success, stop asking, "What can I get out of life?" and start asking, "What can I give to life that no one else can?" Because contribution is the heartbeat of fulfillment. Success is not always climbing higher. Sometimes it's learning to be still, to find gratitude in the simple blessings, and to realize that joy can live quietly in the corners of an ordinary day. The most successful people are not the ones who never failed, but the ones who used their failures as building blocks, stacking them one by one until they stood tall enough to see the horizon. Success is not about outrunning others, but about outlasting your own excuses, fears, and limitations until you finally step into the version of yourself that was always waiting to be born. If you think success is only about reaching the top, you will miss the beauty of the climb, the lessons, the friendships, the strength you didn't know you had, and the growth that transforms you along the way. Sometimes the greatest success is not changing the whole world, but changing one person's world with kindness, encouragement, and love that ripples farther than you can imagine. Success is not a single destination you reach one day with fireworks and music. It is a series of small, daily choices that shape the story of who you are becoming. The real test of success is not how well you perform when everyone is cheering, but how strong you remain when the spotlight fades and you are left with only your determination and faith. Success in life is not about perfection. It is about persistence, about showing up again and again even when your hands are tired, your feet are sore, and your heart whispers, "Maybe I can't." Sometimes the most successful decision you can make is to walk away from things that don't serve your purpose, even if they promise comfort, money, or temporary applause. The most powerful success stories are not written in gold and glory, but in resilience, sacrifice, and the countless invisible moments when someone chose to try one more time instead of giving up. Success is about alignment. When your actions reflect your values, when your dreams match your discipline, and when your heart and mind finally start walking in the same direction. True success cannot be stolen by critics, diminished by failure, or erased by time, because it lives in the legacy you leave behind and in the lives you uplift along the way. Sometimes success doesn't shout, it whispers. It whispers when a parent sacrifices for their child, when a friend stays loyal in hard times, when a dreamer keeps believing even when nobody else does. The greatest success is not when you rise above others, but when you rise above who you used to be, transforming your pain, your struggles, and your scars into strength. And in the end, success is not about how long you live, but about how deeply you lived, how much love you gave, how much truth you spoke, and how much light you left shining in the world. The final word. My friends, success in life is not a destination. It's not a trophy. It's not even a moment. Success is a journey. It's growth. It's contribution. It's authenticity. It's not about being better than others. It's about being better than who you were yesterday. So if you want success, don't just chase money. Don't just chase approval. Chase meaning. Chase growth. Chase love. And when you fall, and you will, get back up. Learn. Try again. Because every step, every struggle, every scar, it's all part of your success story. At the end of your life, no one will remember how expensive your car was or how many likes you got on social media. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember the lives you touched. They'll remember the light you brought into the world. That, my friends, is success in life. So go, live boldly, love deeply, fail bravely, and succeed on your own terms. Thank you.